Good morning, beautiful people. Um, Today is day 41. And I had my first night in a hotel since I got on trail. First night by myself. Oh, so nice. But doing my typical things, packing up. Um, Everyone knew I had to go home to a wedding. So I am packing things up so I can take them over to Uncle Johnny's hostel. And then I'm going to catch a Greyhound back to the house. And that's going to be an adventure. I've never rode on a Greyhound before. So, tell a little bit, man. This trail, brings so many new experiences in your life. I could have flown home, but, the problem is that it costs like $700. So I'm gonna try to save a little bit of my trail money and take a Greyhound. And so I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here and head on home since it's gonna take like 25 hours. So this in itself is gonna be an adventure. So I'm getting everything packed up, take it home. What I'm gonna take home. The only things I am taking home, I'm taking home a couple steaks because I'm not using all of them, and someone's going to take the MSRs with me. And not much else, guys. At this point, I'm really shook down about as much as I can shake. But anyway, so that's what I'm doing, getting everything packed up, and we're gonna go and do some more adventurous stuff, man. Hey, you gotta love it. The trail brings you just so much. So if you guys ever if you get into Irwin, the Super 8 is the perfect place to just stop, and take a minute for yourself. It's really nice to just have a hotel room to yourself. Got to watch my boys beat up on Duke last night and hand Coach K his final loss. Yeah, baby. Get that W. So the great thing is I get to go home and watch the game. Yay. And I got beer yesterday, and so can't take it with me. Guess what? Starting the morning off with a beer. I went over to this brewery with my wife on my 000. Man, I'm telling you, they have some good beer on tap. And this so hazy IPA, oh, so good. It's better on tap, though. I'm telling you, best craft beer in North Carolina. Best craft beer, hands down. Except for my favorite, Boulevard. I'm telling you, the calling will call you a name. Alright, you guys, I am in Johnson City, and I stopped at this German restaurant because I can't get on the bus for like a couple hours, and look at that. And that beer. I'll take the extra $3 or $4 I get for saying it. Yeah. That's what I can eat. It looks lovely. Yeah, it looks lovely. Well, I have had a beautiful lunch in Johnson City, Tennessee. Interesting little place here. Got a lot of music stuff right down in here. Like 17 music shops and a German restaurant. It wasn't the best German food I've ever had, but it was pretty good for middle of nowhere. So now I am off to wait for this Greyhound. This is going to be an interesting trip. I did find out that Allegiant flies out of the Tri-Cities Airport. And I could have got a flight out of there. Apparently, according to those girls, she said she decided to fly out on Thursday and went and got a ticket on Friday for like $79 to Orlando. And I'm just like, man, here I am riding a bus. Oh, but we're here now. We're gonna do this, and oh look, there's the Atlantic Ale House. I might have should have walked over there. Shoot, I still got time. You never know. It's only 3 o'clock. I got an hour and a half. You know, it never hurts to walk and explore. But I'm here. I'm in this city. I may never be in Johnson City, Tennessee again. Probably never will be in Johnson City ever again. So, you know, why not? Got nothing to lose. Walking around. Might as well at least make this trip interesting, right? I mean, hey. You know, sometimes when life serves you lemons, you make lemonade. Ain't that what they teach you? Well, going home to see my wife and going to go marry my best friend. Well, ain't no lemons about that. So, look at it. There's a rum bar go burrito. See, I didn't even see that, man. I got rolled up in there. Look at that Wicked Weed Brewing Funk Company. You know, we about to roll up in here and just see what's going on. So, you know, I'm sitting here at the bus station, right? And I wait on my bus, you know. Yeah. You know, this is a new experience to me. So, you know, it's cool and all. Dude just rode by on a bicycle and said, hey, you know, you doing the right thing, getting the hell out of this city. He goes, I said, and I yelled back, I said, that bad, huh? He said, yeah, white, black, it don't matter. It's bad. So I guess the only good thing you can do is hike on through or ride up out of here. My bus is late, though. Oh, well. Georgia traveling. I look like I'm a skier, don't I? Yes. Gonna ski down this mountain. My lovely trail shades. I'm not sure who put them in the hiker box, but just like to thank you for keeping me looking cool and my pimp game strong. But, you know, I will say this much. Town can't be too bad when you can, like, you know, sit that outside there, outside the little bus station, and it doesn't get taken. Because, honey, I'm going to tell you what. You see that right there? I mean, clearly it's old as crap because it's from Radio Shack. But I'm just letting you know, Robco wouldn't last. Would not last. Somebody would already have taken it, stolen it in the middle of business hours, just gone. Man be in there watching television, all of a sudden screen go and just, you know, just snow everywhere. Yeah, that wouldn't last where I come from. Can't be too bad up around here. So, that little dude in the green that said that he'll go around. He said his fight game was superb. He said he'll fuck up everybody. This is at 6 o'clock in the morning. Oh, I'm telling you. His, the ride on the Greyhound to Atlanta was just kind of normal, you know. Into Atlanta, it is wild at 6 o'clock in the morning. He said his fight game is superb. Oh. Hey, yo, his fight game is superb. I'm tired, y'all. I done been on the bus now. About 24 hours. Look at my ass. Tired. But I did want to show y'all this. That was just sitting on the bench. Very true, folks. Yo, when I tell y'all this has just been entertaining.
Too bad for you, because I'm gonna speak my truth. Too bad for you. There's a selfishness.
Speak it, mama, speak it. Speak your truth, baby.
That's right.
The bus driver is
You know what's good for you? You keep quiet and let me vent. Call Greyhound and tell him how me a vent. You keep quiet because your right can't finish in Gainesville. I tell you that because I'm not in the mood. This is total foolishness.
Right.
Oh.
She's gonna say she'll drop her off in Grantsville.
Oh, somebody done cussed. I told her, I said, don't cuss at the bus driver. Lord, don't cuss at her. She done cussed at her. She done flipped out.
That's funny though.
So, what Greyhound did, instead of sending people straight to Orlando, they diverted some people to Jacksonville and then to Orlando. Well, the Jacksonville bus didn't even bother to wait. You know what I mean? So the Jacksonville bus left. They like 7 people didn't get on it because they.
No, get out if you got a problem with what she's saying. Because what she's saying is real. It's true.
Get your ass up.
Put her at the next bus stop.
I mean, if you stop let off at the corner, I just want to record it.
And I asked her, I said, ma'am, I'm trying to get off.
So y'all don't get this on the plane. Y'all don't get this shit on the plane. You don't get all this shit on the plane, man. I'm telling you. Been very entertaining. Just very, very entertaining. And, you know, I never been on a bus ride before, but, like, I'll be honest with y'all, this has been more fun than a fucking plane ride. Like,
Go off in Gainesville, take a Uber, go home, and let them get another driver to drive you. I said, oh, that feel.
woo! Yeah! That woman is...
The right to sit in your seat and be quiet to the next stop.
Yeah, she really does. I'm gonna tell you what. See, who needs alcohol to get through a plane ride when you got this? Like, who needs beer at the airport? This shit is way more fun, y'all. I just want y'all to know that. Like, this is
I'm telling you.
entertainment.
She ain't from here, she from the islands.
She told him, she said, I don't speak American English, but I spoke English to y'all. And she really did. She told us, she said, if your bus is going to Jacksonville, she asked everybody, if you're going to Jacksonville, get off. Problem was that the Jacksonville bus didn't wait. Like, he gave everybody good 2 minutes to get on his bus, and he was gone.
2 minutes? Probably 1 minute.
He didn't. That was where the problem lied, is the guy going to Jacksonville said, deuces. And this passenger is still up here fussing at the bus driver about it. It's not the bus driver's fault. Like, you need to understand your ticket, and if you don't, you ask. I asked like 17 questions last night because I had the same incident with mine. Well, to top all this craziness off on my day, guess what? The bus has broke down. Yes, folks. I told y'all I was going to be in an adventure, and I guess I am, you know? Man, I can't make this stuff up. I can't make this stuff up, y'all. I mean, fighting on the bus driver done got mad. I mean, tell you what. And you know what? I bet those folks that got left in Lake City's happy right now because they on a bus and they on their way to Orlando. And here we is stuck. Anyway, I had to show y'all that just to let y'all know what's going on. So folks, got the bus going again. We back on. Got me some trusty coffee so I can make it through the night. Been told apparently I need to get some instructions about this wedding I got to perform. Excited about my week here at home, but definitely an adventure getting here. Got one more stop, and that's mine, Orlando. Yeah. Well, folks, I've made it to the Orlando Greyhound station, and I'm pimping out in my Palisade. Remember, Good Life, I told y'all that I did not leave. That, like, Good Life, I left. You know, it wasn't a bad life I left. I left a good life. I'm about to go back to my good life for a week. Oh, some people go on the trail for the adventure. And I tell you what, it's been one venture so far. And I can't wait. I'll get back and see what other craziness it happens. Alright, I'll check y'all later. Y'all, look at my ankles. Look at them. I mean, this is what my ankles look like. And they look a whole lot better now than they did from riding. I'm allergic to riding 27 hours. Look at that. Look, my poor legs. Oh, look how swole they look. Clearly, they need some walking. Good morning, folks. And we are back at it again. Yeah, I'm sitting in the airport bar having a beer. And it's not even 10 o'clock. Breakfast of champions, or breakfast of hikers, beer, IPA. Well, I have completed my little mini vacation. I don't even know if you guys can hear me. I should check, family. Alright. I'm gonna combine this with my ride home. So I'm assuming you guys have already watched the ride home to Florida. And so now you're gonna watch the fly back to the trail. My adventure home was successful. I performed the wedding. Yes, I officiated a wedding, guys. I know a lot of you wondered why I was hopping off trail. It was a pre-planned event off trail, and already knew that I was going to be getting off trail to do it. It also happened to coincide with the wife's birthday. Then it happened to coincide with my son's senior night, which I was able to do. It was so worth it to be able to come home and walk him across the field for his senior night. That meant a lot. Got to see my youngest son play lacrosse. He's just getting started and he's new to it, and it was so exciting to watch him be able to play, and watch his team. They're like, winning championships, and the boys are just doing great with their athletics. So that was like, as an athlete myself, and as a firm believer in the concept of sports and sportsmanship. I do have a degree in physical education. So it was really nice to go home and to be there for my best friend, and then to be there for my best friend, my wife, and for my best boys, and got to see my doggies, got to spend some family time, got in there, so I had an amazing trip home. Also, one thing that you guys have noticed is that I have been complaining about vertigo for a couple weeks now. Ever since I left out of the knock, my vertigo has just been really up and down, up and down. Equilibrium has been off. That last week I was hiking, and so I was able to come home and give myself a much needed break, which is even better. At the end of the day, I am a disabled veteran, and my equilibrium was really messing with me. I was getting the falls in. The falls were definitely happening and starting to happen, and I was getting where I just couldn't see the terrain. My eyes were not able to differentiate where the trail was when it was going down. I'm stepping, thinking the ground is here and the ground is actually down here. And I know from past experience that only corrects itself with rest.
when I got home, I had a really, really bad seizure. My wife almost called 911. If it would have been up to her, she would have. But, you know, that's just what you deal with. And so the 10 days home, which is what it would be, 10 days of no hiking, 2 days of traveling to get here and then a day traveling to get back. So by the time, it actually will only be a week of rest. But by, that 10 days of not being on trail and hiking, that gave my equilibrium a chance to level out. I do hope that, I know I have Roan Mountain to come across this week, and so I hope that it doesn't get knocked back off again. It took me about 3 weeks to recover from going over Apple Mountain last year, and I really worked on that with my vestibular therapist. Listened to a lot of what he had to say, listened to his diagnoses of what's actually happening, where I'm having this vertigo event. That's a really big one. And then even though I'm resting, my body is still anticipating, my mind is anticipating that it's going to go through vertigo continuously, even though the event itself has stopped. And so that was really nice to be able to have that diagnosis. And so when I'm going through that, and then when I was able to stop to help my mind work through that, hey, the event has stopped, what I was doing, which was triggering the vertigo, has stopped. And so it really allowed me to come back to center, I guess you could say, and get back to normal a lot faster than last year. So I'm very grateful for that diagnosis. It helps me understand how my brain works, and understanding, there's so many things that you can't control in this back part of your brain, and it's about learning what your body needs. And so the rest was actually what was needed, and so it worked out even better than anticipated, that I was able to give myself the much needed rest that I needed. And then it was even better because guess what? They got 12 inches of snow, and I didn't have to get 12 inches of snow. I got to go swimming in my pool and enjoy the Florida sunshine. So I cannot be ungrateful for that as well. So I laughed because, what I spent flying home and getting home, I probably would have spent at a hotel, Airbnb, something, trying to get out of that weather. So it just tickles me because I took, I have taken 10 days off, and I'm really not that far behind everybody else. But the one good thing I do know is that I will be home again in about a month, a little over a month, because my oldest is graduating high school, and we have a senior dinner, we have his graduation, and so, I will miss his graduation party, which I would absolutely love to be there for that. I will miss that, but I'll get to enjoy all the other festivities, and get to come home and do some other things. I gotta come home so I can honestly get, besides me coming to my son's graduation, I also need to get, I have to have ultrasounds on my breast every 6 months, and so I have to get that done. So I gotta get that done. They have already requested one on my left breast. When I got it in October, I was told that it should be good for a year, and they now want to see that every 6 months as well. Right breast is every 3. So I've timed it so that I can come home and get the ultrasound done on my right breast. And so now I have to schedule an appointment. Found out yesterday that I have to schedule an appointment to get my left breast, the ultrasound done on that one. So, gotta take care of the girls. So, get my teeth clean. Gotta keep my pearly whites as long as I can. So those little things that I'm gonna take care of in that trip home as well. And the main reason why I like sharing these adventures home with you guys is because, you know, I know that you guys are out here and they're going to watch these videos in the future, and the future thru hikers are going to watch them. And I need you guys to understand is that life still happens when you are on the trail. You know, you're walking on that trail and life is still happening for everybody else. And it does happen. And it doesn't mean that when you make this decision to go on your thru hike that you have to give up everything back at home. And for some people, that may be the case. But for me, my value system is that it's important for me to be there in those events. It's important for me to be there to marry my best friend simply because she asked me to. It's important for me to be there for my son's high school graduation. He's only graduating high school once. He might get 17 college degrees, you know, might get his master's, doctorate, who knows. But he's only graduating high school once. If he has to graduate high school twice, folks, I need y'all to understand. And y'all can document and call social service because I'm going to beat his ass. If he has to graduate twice from high school, something's wrong. Something is really wrong. Okay? Y'all be questioning Chapel Hill's collegiate program. All y'all be questioning Florida State's if he has to graduate twice. Just saying. So, you know, I'm not getting that opportunity again. So, of course, I'm not going to miss it. Those things are important to me. So, you know, it's important for me to be able to get off. It's important that I acknowledge my physical health that I have going on out here. And it's important that I give myself the things that I need. So, guess what, guys? I came home, switched out the shirt, got my Grove Roots brew company right now. You know, it's my local brewery, so I'm pimping out my Grove Roots shirt. Enjoying some Goose Island, man. Goose Island. But yeah, so, you know, that's why we're home. And I'll go home again and do those things. And then when I come back, then it's a whole ass duke time. But my goal is I'm hopping back on in Irwin, and the goal is I would love to be done with Virginia by the time I go home. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I mean, I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my best to try to get as much of Virginia done as possible. But I don't know. You know, not gonna put myself in a situation where I feel like, oh, that's what you got to do, because I started in February purposely, so that way I could take time off if I need to. Originally was only going to take 7 days, and I ended up taking 10 days, and that's okay, because I allotted myself enough time so that I can take a month off if I need to throughout this. You know, that's why I started in February. Everybody wanted to know why. Number one, because I really wanted to hike in some snow. I didn't know that I was going to hike in snow regardless of when I started. Like, apparently, I could have started in April, folks, and I was still walking in snow. But, you know, hey, I got to walk in snow twice now. Twice I've gotten in snow. And I still get to come home and do all the things that are important to me. And so, it's just a win-win. Headed back up to Johnny's. I'm excited. It killed me to leave my wife. Each time it gets a little bit harder. You know, leaving her the first time was hard. Then leaving her when she came to see me was hard. And leaving her and the girls and the boys this morning was just, was brutal. But, you know, par for the course. I'll take the pain of leaving her if it means I get to enjoy coming home and hanging with my kids. Got me a home cooked meal in last night. Yes. And so, just doing this. Hopefully I won't have too many antics on the plane as I did on the bus ride over here. Flying in the asphalt. The shuttle back to the trail costs more than the plane ticket. Hey, and guess what? It cost me more to get back, and I'm flying, and it did. And I rode a bus, people, a bus. 17 miles is as far as I went to get on the bus from the trail. And it still will cost me almost $100 more to ride the bus home for 2 days than it took for me to fly. But anyway, you know, the joys of traveling. But anyway, so I'm here drinking some beer. Gotta edit some more videos for you guys. And you know, do what I do. Oh, guess what? And I got a new phone. I got a new phone, folks. I got a new phone. Had a crack in the screen. Got a new phone. Got some bigger memory. Definitely needed more memory in the phone. And then I got this little terabyte card that connects to my phone that I can like dump storage in there too. And then you fill up, come back with a new one, you know. It's a terabyte. And with a terabyte of space, it's cheaper than, it's an actual thumb drive that goes into the phone with a terabyte on it. And that is cheaper than it is to buy the piece and then you buy the little micro cards. I mean, like, it was going to be $57 for a terabyte of space with the little cards, and then after, you know, with the piece, and then the cards are $5.12 for $20. That's the cheapest I could find them. So even once you buy the adapter, it still is $7, $8 cheaper to buy the actual single terabyte. So definitely gonna do that. And then got some different headphones. Got some pods. I did start off with my wife's Samsung ones, and I just had such a fear of losing them that I didn't want to use them. So I got the little wired ones and don't like those. I have to constantly charge them. And so I got some pods. Got me a new pack cover, rain cover for my back. Got one of those. And switched out this shirt. Left my fleece at home and brought back my long sleeve blue shirt that me and Tigger have alike. So switched out my fleece and switched out my sleep shirt, and I have on my Frog Talk racing pants, which I tell you what, I ordered them because I had never ordered a pair of them. And you know, I seen Snacks. Hers was, you know, I seen hers and I was thinking, oh, I don't want those kind. And what did I get? Those kind. They're like paper. It's very weird. It reminds me of like something you put on in a doctor's office or something. Like those paper scrubs. Just not well with them, but I'm gonna try them. And if I don't like them, I mean, I shouldn't have to use them for long at the most. If I don't like them, I mean, in 2 weeks, I won't carry them around. I'll just leave them in a hydro box. Hopefully in 2 weeks, I won't need them. But if I don't like them, I will not be carrying them around. Anyway, but that's where I'm at. So I'm headed back to the trail. I'm going to sit here and drink my beer. All right. Talk to you guys later.
Around 3,000 feet for a temperature showing right around 68 degrees. Give an update on the weather and everything else once we do get airborne. Once again, welcome aboard.
This thing is clear.
Folks, the aisle is huge. Look how much leg room I have. I'm just saying, clearly, we've been flying the wrong flight, baby. Y'all, you always have us flying Delta. We should be flying Allegiant or whatever. Like, this was up. I mean, the FFA makes us put on a mask, but, you know what I'm saying? It's, yeah. When will we all stop looking like we're, like, sticking up stagecoaches and shit? Give me all your money.
I need it all right
We're
now.
delighted to welcome you aboard our flight to Asheville. Our captain has turned on the fast.
I would also like to make you guys aware that the flight attendants look like Publix workers with orange shirts on. And maybe Delta, if you would not spend so much money on your flight attendant's uniform. Maybe we could get bigger planes like this, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just saying. Clearly, we've been flying out of the wrong airport and the wrong... Maybe we have been flying the wrong airline. Because, like, I got a lot of room in this plane. So if I got a lot of room, that means like everybody should have some room. I'm just saying.
If you can't use it, then why tempt me with it?
Well, we have had to circle the airport because of wildlife. Y'all, I ain't seen nothing but a squirrel since I've been on trail. And I can't land to get back on trail because of wildlife. Usually I'm the only wildlife at the airport. Alright. Apparently we have let the bear fly, or like let the bear scurry across the runway. And so maybe we'll land this time. Yeah, I can't get any wildlife on trail, but I can get some on the runway. Story of my life. Can't make this shit up, folks. Can't make it